Welcome to part 2 of our React tutorial series. In this session, we'll set up our React development environment. But before we dive in, let's take a quick look at the agenda. We'll start by exploring Node.js and NPM. Then install Node.js together. Create our first React application. And walk through the project structure. First up, what is Node.js? JavaScript was originally designed to run inside web browsers. But Node.js changed that. Node.js is a runtime that allows us to run JavaScript outside the browser, making it possible to build backend applications, command line tools, and even desktop apps. With Node.js, we can use JavaScript to build web servers, APIs, and even full-stack applications. It's built on Chrome's V8 engine, which makes it fast and efficient. Now, let's talk about NPM, or Node Package Manager. NPM is a tool that comes with Node.js and allows developers to install, share, and manage packages, which are reusable pieces of code. For example, if you need to add a framework like Express.js to your project, you can simply run npm install express. NPM also helps manage dependencies, so you can keep track of the packages your project needs and update them when necessary. A key feature of NPM is the package.json file, which keeps track of all installed packages and their versions, making it easy to share projects with others. And that's it. Node.js lets you run JavaScript outside the browser, and NPM makes managing dependencies and installing useful libraries easy. Now, let's see how we can install Node.js. Apart from downloading Node.js from its website, we can also install NVM, or Node Version Manager. NVM allows you to easily install, manage, and switch between multiple Node.js versions. This is especially useful when working on projects that require different Node versions. Installing NVM is simple. On macOS or Linux, run this command. On Windows, use the NVM Windows installer from GitHub. NVM makes managing Node.js versions effortless, ensuring compatibility across projects. Try it out and simplify your workflow. On macOS, you can also use Brew. I currently have installed NVM with Brew. Once installed, you can install Node.js versions with NVM install 22 and switch between versions using NVM use 22. And now, let's get to the fun part. We'll use RSBuild to create our first React application. RSBuild is a high-performance build tool powered by RSpec. It provides a set of thoughtfully designed default build configurations, offering an out-of-the-box development experience. By executing the npm create RSBuild command in our terminal, a project with RSBuild and React will be created. In the interactive command line interface, we first type in the name of our application, in this case, first React app. Then, using our arrow keys, we select React, followed by the language. I'm selecting TypeScript. Finally, we choose any additional tools we want to include. I won't select any for now. And that's it. Simple, right? Now, let's explore what RSBuild created for us. We navigate into our directory and list the contents. You can now fire up your favorite IDE and open the project you just created. You should see the same or a similar file structure, depending on the version of RSBuild used at the time. In every React project, the package.json file is a key part of the setup. It acts as the project's blueprint, defining important details like dependencies, scripts, and metadata. Let's break it down. First, we have the project details. The name field sets the project name. Private true prevents accidental publishing to the NPM registry. And version 1.0.0 helps track the app's version. Next, let's talk about scripts. The scripts section defines commands to run common tasks. Dev starts the development server using RSBuild. Build compiles the project for production. And preview lets us preview the built project before deploying. Now, dependencies. Dependencies includes packages required for the app to run. Here, we have React and React DOM, which are essential for building React applications. And finally, dev dependencies. Dev dependencies contains tools needed for development but not in production. This includes RSBuild, TypeScript, and React type definitions. And that's it. Package.json keeps our project structured and organized. Now, let's move on to the next step. Let's open the index.tsx file, which serves as the entry point of our application. You'll notice some red underlines indicating issues in the file. This happens because we haven't installed our dependencies yet. To resolve this, open a terminal and run npm. This is a shorthand for npm install, which will install all dependencies and dev dependencies listed in the package.json file. Once the installation is complete, you should see a Node modules folder appear in the root directory of the project. You should now see that the red underlines in our file are gone. Now, let's explore what this file does. On line 5, it retrieves the HTML element with the ID root from the DOM. If the element exists, it creates a React root using the createRoot method from React DOM. Then, it renders the app component into the root element created in the previous step. The root element retrieved on line 5 is defined in the index.html file. Typically, this file is located in the public folder, but with RSBuild, it is included from the bundler configuration using the React plugin. It's a basic HTML file containing a head element with the application title and some scripts, along with a body element that includes a div with the ID root. If we open the app.tsx file, we'll see a simple component with a heading and a paragraph. At the top of the file, you'll also notice an import statement. This imports the CSS file that contains the necessary styling. Now, let's start the development server by running the command npm run dev. This command is defined in our package.json file and internally runs the RSBuild dev command with the open flag, which will open the application in our browser. As you can see, our application is now running on localhost 3000, and the contents of the app.tsx file are displayed. Let's make a change by adding a new div containing the text, "Hello, world." As soon as we save the file, the changes will be reflected in the browser. To modify the styling, we can edit the CSS file. Let's change the color of the paragraph and make it green. Again, as soon as we save, the changes will be applied instantly. We've now successfully set up our first React application and got a quick glimpse of how it works. If this is your first time using React, you might feel a little overwhelmed, but don't worry. We'll cover everything in depth in the next few parts. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. And check out the full React playlist linked in the description below. See you in the next video.